It sure looks cool.
We're going to start taking some questions from the audience, so if you guys want to line up.
While we have a little pause here, I just want to say something. When we finally stand up from here, I just want it known that I didn't piss myself. I tears. So I just want to put that out there. Because I'm realizing there's going to be an embarrassing moment when we leave the stage. Okay.
Hashtag incontinent.
Yeah, that's not going to look good.
Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you.
Hi everyone. I'm actually down from Canada, from Vancouver, and I go to UBC, and it's been really cool seeing bits of my city and bits of my school in the episodes. I haven't seen you guys yet, but hopefully one day. So my question is, for all of the cast, basically, if you could have gotten any piece of advice on your first day of set, what piece of advice do you wish you could have gotten?
Oh, yeah.
Get a good night's sleep.
At least it wasn't fire your agent.
Or piss yourself in front of 5,000 people. 6,000, pardon me, I didn't mean to shortchange you. Thanks. Now I'm much less nervous. Thanks for pointing that out. It's much less embarrassing that there's 6,000 people here and I've wet myself.
Sure. I can't make that waterlogged.
I think that I would have loved someone to have said, it's okay, Anna, take a breath, television's fluid. And that's the biggest thing I think I've learned about doing TV is that it flows. And so nothing is set in stone, characters can change, stories can move, and so therefore you can just go with it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
I don't know if any advice could have prepared me for my first day on the set. My first day on the set was when we did the pilot in Toronto, and I'm pretty sure that Jasika Nicole was there the first day, and I just met all these people. It was just like really overwhelming, and there was nothing to ready me for what I was about to experience for the next 5 years.
My first day on set, we were in Toronto. It was -27.
Yeah.
I was there with Josh and Anna, and as a scene you might remember from the pilot, I had this great big beard on when I turned around there. I knew you'd come. Speaking of.
Yeah, we're back.
Now I've lost my train of
And you know,
thought.
honestly, now I feel less bad about wetting my pants.
I don't know. I didn't know how much fun it'd be, to be honest with you. So if someone had said, this will be fun, I would have said, it's pretty good heading, isn't it? Have fun. It's like your drama teacher said to you, just have fun. Are you kidding me? Go on, Lance.
Wow, well, unfortunately, I don't have an answer for two reasons. One, I don't remember my first day on set. I don't remember what was our first, I remember the read-through, but I don't remember the first scene that I shot.
Was it not on the tarmac?
Oh, was it?
Oh, yes.
They're all
At the airport, it was -45.
I think that was more memorable for you because you were out in it.
We should have.
No, it's okay. These guys were freezing their little tushies off and like, what was it, 20 below?
-45. And if you watch that scene of us at the airplane walking towards the airplane, you can see that we just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger as the shots get like further apart because we just keep putting more and more tracksuit pants under our like. Do you remember? We had to keep going.
Well, the thing about it is, my call was 10 o'clock at night. And so I got there and I got dressed and then I slept till 5:30 and then they had me come on and greet them and then I went home. So I wasn't that cold. And as far as advice goes, wow. Only because by the time we shot Fringe, been doing so much TV. I feel like it was more like by the time we got to episode 4 that I wish somebody to give me advice because I never did a network show before, and it was to relax because sometimes the words can change subtly.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Raymond. I've been a longtime fan. For Pacey, what if Coach Bombay had never blown a .08? John Noble, you're just such a genius. Lance, what if they had killed you off and, like, what if they hadn't killed you off and lost? And Anna, I saw that cop sketch of you a couple months ago. You can write me a ticket anytime. Astrid, I love you. I love you, you're so cute. Is Henry Ian Cusick going to be in future episodes?
Is Henry going to be? I honestly, since we have 13, I just want to say this out the front. There's only 13, so it's the end. Okay? So I'm going to be really, really careful with what I say because I really want, like Josh said earlier, I really want you guys to have the experience, as do all these great actors. They just want you to experience it. You know, it's like saying, I want to open up my presents before Christmas. I'm sure there's an urge to do it, but it's always much better when you wait. So, I mean, let's just say, Henry,
you'll find out soon.
Yeah, yeah. Henry was an astounding performer last season. Let's see if he makes his way into the season. I'm sorry, that's all I can say. I'm gonna be tight-lipped.
Okay, so you guys all did really fantastic jobs playing different variations of the same character. So my question to Josh is, are you jealous?
Well, I didn't make anybody cry today, so a little bit. Yeah, I mean, part of me enjoyed the fact that I didn't have to go through the rigmarole because I saw that the amount of extra work that each one of these players had to put into creating and then performing those characters, and and as I'm sure you can imagine, when they're performing those, they're doing it to blank space and creating the other performance, I would imagine, in their heads as they're going along. So that's not easy. So I have great respect for it. I think it would have been fun. I would have enjoyed doing it at one point, but I was happy with those days off.
You look
Thank
great.
you.
Oh, she's red.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
G'day guys, my name's Rav. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. A couple of my mates.
Hello.
Hi. We camped out here last night just to see this panel, only for the panel. So. My question is, it's two-parter. Is there any thought about the series continuing on, like on another format, comic books or webisodes, etc.? And if so, would you guys possibly voice?
Or write.
Yeah.
Well, we have a comic book artist and writer at the table.
Yes, I'd be happy to keep the story on in my own head. It would be very different than what you see for the past 5 seasons. It'd be called The Adventures of Astrid.
I think anything is possible. That if this final season develops as we think it will, and we finish up very successfully, I would think that a film is very possible down the track.
Of course, it'll be shot on this by us in our training, but it's still a film, nonetheless.
The quality's really good now. You should see what I've got here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they did those Fringe. I got to write one of those Fringe comic books, and that was a ton of fun, which I highly recommend to everybody. So I think there's a good possibility, and like you said, the book that's being put together, I bet there's and in fact, don't discount yourself, because fan fiction is a part of the universe of the show as well. So yeah, I think the show will live on in some form or another. You're welcome. Thank you for camping out. I'm sorry.
If there was a superhero called the Fringe, what would he or she look like?
I think we have her.
The Fringe. then people become dressed up as the Fringe.
Of course, now we're getting back into a bad place. We should go away from that all of a sudden.
By the way, Anna and I have read some of that fanfic out there.
Yes, we have.
You guys are scandalous.
And we just haven't actually managed to find time. We've just been
To
wanting
shoot some of
very
this-
much to shoot like a little.
No, 50 Shades of Fringe.
Hi, my name is Mike, and you know what? It's okay to get emotional and cry because I feel it. Anyways, I was going to ask you guys, what's your favorite Walterisms?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. So many.
I think Vagenda still has to be talked
What did you say?
about. The Vagenda line is still maybe one of the best neologisms I've
Come
ever.
right into her agenda.
Yeah. It seems to be the theme of our afternoon.
Morning.
Morning.
Wait, I think I got a wheel on that
You
one.
got that one?
Oh, I doubt it's better. But it's from the pilot. When I think you guys you and Olivia are driving Walter home from, driving from you're driving somewhere. Anyways, Walter says,
On topic.
I think I just pissed myself. Oh, don't worry.
Which
it was
clearly
just a
runs in the
squirt.
family.
Just a squirt.
Just a squirt. Then I rewound that, rewound it.
Squirt. Yes, that was a fine moment.
And that's why he was so excited about it. So he's not the only one. Oh, I don't know. I can't think. There's so many, John.
Take it.
I can't choose.
Well, since nobody else can think of it. Also, asterisk. Astronaut, whatever. There's like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And when he finally.
Oh,
that was
Strawberry
so
Fairy to
sad.
Death, that was pretty good.
Yeah, when she gets him back and calls him Wally, it was a pretty awesome moment. But I love it when he calls her names that don't begin with A. I think they're so funny. Like when he called her Claire one day. That was pretty prize writing right there.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This question is for J.H. Wyman. Blair Brown mentioned in TV Guide magazine that one of her favorite Comic-Con moments was meeting the female observers last year. That was us. Hi. So our question is, are we going to see any actual female observers this year?
That's all you, bro.
I always wanted female observers.
Well, and the network said
No. No.
Fox said no to women.
No, this is not true. No, this is not true. The truth is, I think that the answer to your question will become apparent this year. There's a reason, and you'll find out the reason.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Ashlyn, and the past 4 years have just been amazing, and I can't wait for the 5th season. My question is for the majority of you. Sorry, Josh. What was your favorite version of your character to portray, and why?
The one I like best is the random Walter, the kind of the initial one that had no boundaries and really didn't know what was appropriate and what wasn't appropriate. And he was the one that was also so loved his son. He so wanted his son back, but he kept saying the wrong thing all the time and his son didn't like him. He was beautiful because it was just random and it was without filters. And in some ways he was the setup for the rest of them, but he was so much fun to play because there was nothing I couldn't do. Nothing.
Alt Broils. Because he was so conflicted. I mean, I wish he'd lived a little longer in third season, but he definitely died with a bang. But really, because he was so, I can't think of any other way to say it except so conflicted. And the scene, I loved playing the scene with my son in the fourth season. That was a hard scene to play because you have to get so much intimacy with someone that right away. But the young man playing my son was great. So the scene in the bedroom when I put him in the bed. So yeah, I love playing Alt Broils too.
On a day-to-day basis going to work, the days that I was playing Alt Olivia were much more enjoyable because she was just simply lighter. But Olivia is much more satisfying. I mean, like there is just more to her, and I'm excited actually about this season because we did say goodbye to the alternate universe, and I think that my focus can then just go completely back onto Olivia instead of constantly kind of keeping particular characteristics, you know, like in one dimension or the other.
I loved both Astrids. I think that Alt Astrid was more of a challenge for me. She was really difficult, and everybody thought she was such a flat character. You know, she has a kind of robotic way of speaking, and you don't get to see her emote very much. And so for 1.5 seasons, people had this idea, you know, of her being this really undynamic character. And then out of nowhere she comes, and she really brings it. And that was such a thrill. It was so difficult. But every day that I would play Alt Astrid, I would go home with a throbbing headache because she would stand so focused at her computer. And so my muscles would clench up and I wouldn't realize, and I would go home like, oh God, I can't wait till we say goodbye to these people. Because my body couldn't take it anymore. But it really was difficult to say goodbye to the Alt universe. Incredibly hard, and specifically saying goodbye to Lincoln. Of course, this is Fringe, and you don't know what will happen. We might get to see him again, but it was like closing a chapter, you know, of our story, and it was pretty tough to do.
Yeah, it was. I was nervous. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, we are at the end. I want to thank all of you guys, and I definitely want to thank you guys for bringing your worlds into our worlds. And I would ask, if we may have a moment, would you guys please stand up and